Going through. All right. Hello, Internet. Welcome to our last Grid Critters. This is it. This is the last one, Chapter 10. All right. So I was trying to think of which overlay, Lauren?
Grid Critters.
Oh, name. Oh, right. Yeah, hold on. Welcome. Yeah, we're, there it is. Boom. There we are. So I had to catch up this week since I was driving this week. So I played through the last couple of chapters. So I think I remember it. It's a couple of nights ago. But in Chapter 9, we had the arrival of Fleet Admiral Griffin, the evil octopus admiral of the Central Command, voiced by our own Lord Barker today. And I don't know, it kind of like I was expecting more of like a cliffhanger, you know? I was like, this is it. This is like Chapter 10. And they're going to allude to like final battle. We did go and collect a bunch of Gridium to build some kind of weapon. I think there was a hinting at we're going to blow the planet up after we save all the grid critters, and maybe that'll disable the dreadnought so we don't die. But I don't know. Today it's just review and grid shorthand. I think it's going to finally collapse into the shortest shorthand we've ever experienced. I'm hoping for just display grid and then like 1,000 sort of like parts of the definition. So I'm hoping that's going to be it. I'll obviously be in our community theater, which is the last and final chapter. I'll be playing the voice of Al, the AI. Who's our captain for today? Rachel. All right, this is it. This is your Emmy moment. All right, whatever. Here we go. Also, I gotta check. Chapter 10, the dramatic conclusion, Central Command.
Dun.
All right, good. Sounds like my sound options are not on, so no one's hearing it and I'm not hearing it either.
Can you command plus once or twice, pretty please?
Yes, that's right. Before we get started, let's make sure we can get our... Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks good.
Is that too much now?
No, it still looks good.
Yeah, it seems like... I don't know, it looks kind of pixelated, but if it needs to be bigger, let me know. All right. Well, we knew this, but Captain, the Central Command fleet has arrived.
Al, is their PM missile array online? Can Griffin use it against us if he wishes?
It is not yet powered up, Captain. The fleet admiral still believes me, and therefore this ship to be under his control. The PM missile system takes some time to power up before they can fire.
Good. Let's let him think that as long as possible.
Understood, Captain. We are being hailed. Opening channel now.
Oh no.
Opens channel. Communication to the fleet admiral.
Greetings, Captain. Ah, Gritteros, a beautiful planet, don't you think? A shame it couldn't sustain its own life.
You sound terribly evil.
Yeah.
Fortunate for them that humanity came to their rescue. I commend you, Captain, for the part you played in their salvation.
Oof.
Love it.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there are only a handful of unrescued critters remaining on the planet. Permission to complete my mission and deliver you the entire population?
Very well, Captain. If that is what you wish, I have assigned you a JIRA ticket for the completion.
A JIRA ticket!
The deadline is in. Oh, let's say 10 minutes from now. Good luck, Captain. Griffin out.
10 minutes. So not only do we get a JIRA issue, it has a due date of 10 minutes from now.
Central Command uses JIRA. That's
how you know that. That's how you know they're the Empire. Whatever is JIRA.
Al, he knows we can't finish our mission that fast. This is just the excuse he needs to be able to take us out and claim we were insubordinate.
That does indeed appear to be his strategy, Captain.
What a shady fetcher. All right, then, take us down, Al.
Shady fetcher.
Oh, we can hear the sounds.
Oh, really?
That was nice.
This is
Yeah.
this is the hack we needed the whole time. We just needed to do it live. All right. I have good news and bad news, Captain. The good news is I've succeeded in weaponizing a small amount of gridium we've collected. The bad news is the process was extremely simple. Central Command has almost certainly already figured it out as well. Oops, that's me. I'm driving. I'm doing it.
I had a hunch. I bet gridium is what's powering their insane PM missiles. We can't let them kill all these critters and harvest that much gridium. They dominate the universe with that kind of power.
I concur. Would you like me to fire on the dreadnought as soon as it comes into range?
I'll let you know. For now, let's just rescue this helpless space fox.
Aw, poor little space fox. As you wish. For this one, remember that repeat can accept a pattern of values to be repeated. For example, these rows are 3 sets of 1 FR, 2 FR, and then we get a hint. I don't know if we're learning anything, or it's just like time to run the gambit of all the grid commands we've learned. So get ready to hear my nice loud keyboard.
It's part of the sound effects, and we're just loving it.
Experience my partially lubed holy panda switches. Cool. So what did I not do? Grid template rows repeat 3, 1 FR, 2 FR, semicolon. So
You got it.
it doesn't look right though.
Why not?
Word ASMR.
Hey,
Yeah.
Summer.
Yay.
Oh, it needs to span it only needs to span one cell, right? So do we need to? Why is it spanning all of them?
Something.
Yeah. No. I think we messed it up with our zooming.
Probably not.
I'm gonna
So
go
it's spanning
1, 2, 3, 4 of these.
There you go.
There we go. We just needed some columns.
Al, I have a possible alternative. Instead of a weapon, could you convert the gridium to power our jump drive? It is quite loud, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're
Atmospheric
gonna do
Slightly
some
less sound effects.
sound adjusting, some real-time audio tuning here.
What a massive extra boost. Oh, yeah. Get us out of here.
That's right. I will analyze that option, Captain. Yes, that is our sound effect. The Central Command dreadnought is approaching. Oh,
Dun, dun,
false
dun.
light.
Time's up, Captain. I see you have not completed your mission as ordered. Power down your ship and prepare for boarding.
Whoa!
Oh, the dreadnought's here.
That's pretty great.
Crossed over the code thing.
That's pretty great.
Hold on, I'm definitely going to turn this off so you can actually see what's going on. All right, quick. Oh man, there's so much happening.
I know. Driving is intense.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That is right after I complete my mission, sir.
So that's how it's going to be, is it? Captain Megan Wigan, you are hereby under arrest for insubordination, embezzlement, and high treason.
Embezzlement?
Yeah.
Don't forget saving an entire species from a corrupt government.
Sick burn.
Yeah.
Al Unit 42, place a chemical restraint on the captain and power down that ship.
Restraint?
Oh my
Chemical
god.
restraint. How aggressive.
Are they drugging her?
Hey, no can do, sir. The intent of my original programming was that I might serve humanity and all life, not assist in its tragic exploitation.
Well said.
Nice, Al.
Your programming? What is this outrage? Spits. The machine thinks it's on person. Very well. I'm adding Central Command property tampering to your charges, Wigan.
Wiggin.
This dumb machine has more of a heart than you ever will. Go ahead, shoot us with your fancy missiles and watch your entire investment blown to dust before your eyes.
Slam.
Boom.
Slam.
So much for calling his bluff, Captain. The dreadnought is preparing to fire.
Oh my God.
Brace for impact.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It is a boss fight. Oh,
Oh my gosh. They're
Bring it!
battling.
Al, what was that? Couldn't have been the PM missile or we'd be space dust right now.
he hit us with some kind of EMP weapon, probably in an attempt to disable our ship without damaging our precious cargo. Oh no. Captain, the EMP has disabled our column and row gap properties.
That's amazing. What? Impossible. Let me double check.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is not what I was expecting. This is so
This
much
is
better.
so much better.
Yeah.
What? It's highlighted in red.
Oh, because
See, it
it's
doesn't
That means
disabled.
it doesn't work.
Hold on, is this gonna be like, here's stuff we can't do?
Yeah,
They
we have to
hacked
like
the
go
system.
around it. That's amazing.
You're right. This is bad, Al. We'll have to use the grid gap shorthand to take care of these gaps. Hang tight, critters. We're not giving up on you.
Forced to use shorthands.
Amazing. Remember that the grid gap shorthand can accept a value for row gaps and a second value for column gaps. Like so. So wait, 30 on the row and 10 on the. Take
Nice.
that, dreadnought.
Good. Now let's get out of here before Griffin takes another shot.
What a weak sauce EMP. It only disabled grid gap. We can still fly the ship.
Shots
Do
fired.
not run from me, child. Why resist the inevitable?
That ship is scary.
This is so baller.
Here it comes.
Dave, if you ever see this and you're listening, bravo, sir. This is incredible.
Stand down or I will shut you down. The outcome is the same.
Oh my God. He shot us again.
Dude, all right.
Now what did he
I got-
disable?
So yeah, but now my CSS brain is like, all right, what is he using for that awesome EMP effect? Like, this has got to be some canvas action.
Great effect.
There's probably a blog post we should look for.
Yeah, we definitely direct hit.
Oh no.
Captain, that EMP shockwave just disabled our basic positioning capabilities. Grid row start, grid row end, grid column start, and grid column end are all disabled.
Yikes.
Fortunately, we still have the grid row and grid column shorthands available for positioning these terrains. Hurry, Captain, rescue these two and let's get out of the Fleet Admiral's firing range. Okay. What? All right, I'm not going to use grid template yet because I'm sure that's coming next. So the grid row. Wait.
Grid template row.
No, it said that was disabled, right?
No, it's grid row start, grid row end. So it's like when we position these things, we have to use shorthand.
Oh, I see.
It's just regular old. Right.
That's a good area.
Row. Or we could use the whatever 1FR 30. What is the dreadnought blocking? So I can't.
Oh my God. That's wrong.
Uh-oh. Can you move
You'll
him?
have to guess.
All right.
Yeah, you're
Wow.
gonna have to guess.
It looks like it's probably 1FR, the last one.
I mean,
We'll find out.
it's 1FR, 30%. 1 FR.
1FR. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's just
Hey, I'm looking at the dotted lines, which I think is not the actual widths or whatever. Columns. Yeah, okay. Because the top and it's probably
yeah.
it's probably
Okay.
I think you need an S. Grid template rows, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good call.
typos. They get us every time. All right, so
That's
that
every
looks
time.
like a pretty good grid. Okay, so now,
Looks like we have some gaps too.
Grid gap.
yep. Need that grid gap.
Yeah, the best part of pair programming is someone else catching your typos.
Right, 2 brains better than 1 brain. 50 all around.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Excellent.
now grid. I mean, it's kind of weak sauce because I haven't used grid row start, grid row end in about 10 chapters or whatever. So
Yeah.
this is going to be 2.
Is this the one with the slash or just a space?
You can have a slash if we want to end it, but it's already kind of a 1 by 1. So I think it's
Oh,
just
okay.
column
2.
2, yeah.
Nice.
And then water. I think we just need to bring it down to the row, right? So grid row 3.
Yay.
Nice.
Space box.
You're a barbaric savage, Griffin. You know that?
Shots fired. I've been called worse. Are you done playing your little game?
Nope.
We are literally not.
I won't quit till I've saved every last one of these beautiful creatures from you and your insatiable greed.
Amazing.
It's getting heated.
Ah, poor naive thing. You reveal your hand too easily, my dear. For instance, I now see that you've actually grown attached to those critters, haven't you? Tisk, tisk. These creatures are merely resources, Wigan. They're practically begging for more advanced minds like myself to grant unto them purpose, usefulness. Would you deny them that?
Wow. The drama level is so high.
Wow, it's amazing how twisted that advanced mind of yours can make itself in order to feel good about its own selfishness.
Damn.
I would not say such things if I were you.
Oh, hey, Princess Bride.
Again, yeah, it's another Princess Bride. oh, we just got hit with another EMP. Captain, our positioning system has been damaged even further. We no longer have access to grid row and grid column shorthands. You'll need to use the grid area shorthand from here on out.
We can do it.
It is only.
You're right.
I'm so glad Amruta is riding along on this final chapter. Okay, so all right. Remember, here's a reminder that grid area is just a shorthand for setting the row start, column start, row end, column end properties all at once, separated by a slash. Okay, or we could use grid template. There's actually a lot of ways we could do this. Could do it like this. This is always the annoying part, with all the spacing.
Yeah,
to get out.
it takes so long.
Yeah. You can always skip it like Abby did, just write it all in the same row.
Well, I like having it for grid template areas because then you can put the strings that represent the areas.
It's true. You want to double down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the whole shebang maybe. I feel like this is where we're gonna end up anyway. So. All right, so now
We have to remember all the shorthands.
yeah, that's yeah. I'm gonna need some help remembering some of the shorthands. All right, let's get this turned off for just a second, and we have 3 columns of water.
Yeah.
Water, nothing. And then
Same thing.
water, nothing. And then nothing. And which one is it? Dunes?
Dunes.
All right, and now it's over, and that looks great. Area water goes to water, and grid. Okay, scrolling. Grid area dunes goes to dunes. Booyah!
Woo.
A few more saved and a few more to go.
Keep forgetting the names of the grid critters.
Space Fox, Smug Duck,
Duck, and then Boom Pup. That's the one with the floppy ears we just said.
Devil, something devil.
Yeah,
Grid
Grid
Devils,
Devil.
yeah.
Grid devil, yeah.
We have some unnamed grid cells we can make quick use of here. Cool. rename them and position the terrains to the grid area names using the grid area shorthand quickly.
Quickly.
With
Fast.
make haste. So do I not even need to define the grid? I just need to fill these things in? I don't know. Let's go. 3 by 3. So
Yeah.
this one becomes dunes. This one also becomes dunes. This one becomes probably water. Or is it-
I think
I would
it's
think you
water.
would still need to define the water. I think you would still need to define the columns and rows because they're different sizes, or at least maybe just the columns. No, are those 3 FR in the middle?
We're gonna see what happens.
That's grass.
Just for consistency, this one's 1 FR, this one's 3 FR. Oh no, wait, this is only grid template areas. My bad.
I thought you can put them all together in grid template
Not
areas.
the grid template areas are just the areas. So then here we need our grid template rows. Grid templates. Start live typing hard.
Can we use those? Oh yeah, I guess they're not red. Didn't they get disabled at some point?
They're back online.
We got it
I
back.
think we still have those. We've lost grid row, grid column defining the individual cells.
Like the areas.
Okay, back to the action. This looks like a grass, I think, and then nothing, and then a water again, and then some grass, and then some
Rocky.
That was nice.
neon green.
Rocks.
You need grid gap.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I need grid gap.
Grid gap in my life. It's 80,
40.
40.
Oh yeah, 80, 40. Yeah.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
I think we're ready.
Yeah.
To grid area dunes. Grid area grass. Whatever. I'm used to prettier cleaning up my nonsense spacing, so I'm just gonna leave it sloppy.
It's not space sensitive.
Grid area water. Grid water.
Grid water.
Good water.
Obviously, thinking and typing at the same time, not working.
It's cute watching this frantic display of misplaced affection. I suppose it couldn't be helped. You were handpicked for this rescue mission because of your gullible nature, after all.
Ooh, ouch.
Harsh words.
I see that collecting critters has become easy for you, just as we predicted it would. I'll give you that, Wiggin. Despite your average intellect, you're surprisingly resourceful when it comes to solving these types of problems. I selected the perfect candidate for this mission.
How's the sound level? Is it like great? Okay. It seems to be overpowering from my side, but as long as it's sounding good,
You can lower it. You can mute it if you want to.
we got welcome.
You're the driver. Driver has to be
Lazy
comfortable.
is playing. Yeah, I gotta.
That's hello, laziest thing.
Who speaks for chat? Who does speak for chat? I don't know.
Do we need a roll for that? Abby, are you going to read all of that?
Yeah, we don't have moderators yet. So,
Wait, what is that? Just like read the chat out loud?
Yeah, just make
Yeah,
sure.
yes, please.
Just make sure we're not missing any awesome comments from all the
All right.
channels.
Will do.
I'm glad you're so pleased with your ability to deceive and manipulate. We'll see how that works out for you. Al, can we jam him? I'm done listening to that arrogant bucket of boiled trash.
Wow.
The insults.
Indeed. I've already tried, Captain. We are simply outclassed by the dreadnought's instruments. Incoming EMP, Captain. Brace.
Oof.
Impact.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
These sick effects. So good. We've suffered damage to our grid definition capabilities. our grid template rows and grid template column settings are offline. So now we have to use grid template.
You're kidding me. We kind of really needed those. What was that shorthand again for setting those properties?
We can still use grid template shorthand for setting the row and column definitions separated by a slash. If you want to use named grid areas here, remember you can define them next to the rows in the grid template. Be fast, Captain. The dreadnought is already charging another EMP.
Lazy is playing says, Nathan reminds me of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'll tell you.
I can see
I
that.
like a whole mix of.
Yeah, I tell you, the voice of Al has really evolved over the weeks, months. All right, what are we doing? We have, let's get a grid. Do we have gaps? We do.
Only column gaps.
So we lost our grid gap. We want to do columns but not rows. We just do grid gap.
Grid column gap, no? Or you could do the shorthand?
Yeah, if you define 0, you can do the shorthand.
Shorthand is
It's
dead.
red.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think we got a grid gap, and I think maybe just a 0 and a 10 VWs.
I think we need a slash.
A grid gap?
I don't think you do. Yeah.
Never mind.
All right, we'll come back to that. Grid template. Party time. Let's do some 40 picks. Are we doing grid areas? It's probably the easiest. So let's do this and then this and then yeah. I bet. And then 40%. That's not a percent sign. And then oops. Let's go here. I don't think he likes my group yet. Nothing. Dunes.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nope.
I think water.
Water. Yeah. Dunes. Rocky water dunes.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Now it's happy. Okay. Great. Be fast, Captain. Grid area water. Grid area rocky.
Hey, you need to update that Jira ticket. It's taking too long.
Yeah, we're blowing our 10-minute budget. Very nice work, Captain. I'm taking us out of here before the fleet admiral can fire again.
Al, we've got to save the smug duck. I can't bear the thought of him being harvested into raw materials for some evil weapon.
Oh, so close. Ah, the duck-like creature, certainly one of my favorites. You wouldn't by chance be fond of this particular variety, would you? Oh no, he knows.
Is he gonna
No.
blast this?
He knows it's our favorite.
Allow me to help you overcome your petty attachment, Captain.
Oh my God,
Oh, no.
nothing happened.
Do you guys hear the smug duck squeak?
No.
No.
Not the duck.
Also, the dreadnought drove through the front window of our ship. Terrible.
Hey, pretty much in
Yeah.
skins and
You're a monster.
I am very sorry, Captain. I know how much the smug duck means to you. Unfortunately, we have no time for grief. Collect the gridium before the fleet admiral does. Heads up that you'll need to correct self-alignment and justification for the water.
Interesting.
Boy, look at this messy grid. What is going on here?
control.
It is kind of out of control. So, all right, whatever. Let's get it.
Now it's like two rows, 3 columns, and then the middle one is smashed down.
Get some gap going, and then let's get our template auto. All right, we might break this up later, but auto min max. Oh, I think it's going to get weird on one line. And roll.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go.
So, all right, let's blow these guys in. Okay, so then all we need to do is just define self.
Like a line self. Got to remember those horizontal versus vertical reminders.
There's no way I'm remembering that L's and this word's longer and not just try both. Good work, Captain. I know it doesn't feel like it, but any gridium we keep out of the Fleet Admiral's hands is a victory.
Just take us up, please.
Rip Smug Duck.
I wonder if there was like some user testing and like everyone was like, the Smug Duck is better for sure. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
You just knew.
Everybody loves that Smug Duck.
Everyone loves the Smug Duck.
Or maybe Dave is altering the story as we play.
He's watching and just be like the Smug Duck. That would be funny.
Pushing live real updates.
Yeah.
All right. You cannot save them, Captain, but I must admit, I am thoroughly amused watching you try. Let's see how you fare without your fancy grid tools, shall we? If we can't use any grid.
EMP. Hold on. Any tools? Captain, we've lost the ability to use the grid template shorthand.
Oh, no.
We have no way to define grid rows and columns.
Al, if I've ever needed you to think fast, it's now. Give me another way to define the grid.
There. Yeah. You now have a new setting simply called grid that lets you configure the grid rows and columns. All right, so we are learning.
Quick, show me how to use it.
Okay, with the grid shorthand, you configure the row properties, then a slash, followed by the column properties. Use it in the exact same way that you would use grid template to define these rows and columns. Also, pay attention to the direction the terrain items are flowing. I don't get it yet, so it seems just like grid template, but I'm sure it's going to do something magical. So flowing, so since we have water going this way, but we need water going that way, I'm sure we're going to end up rolling in like grid auto flow. But just grid, straight up grid. 25. 25. 1 FR. 1 FR, 1 FR, 1 FR.
Nice. Looks like we got some gaps.
Oh, we also need a grid gap. Let's see, fix. Go.
Nice.
We have a grid. This needs to. Can we make it span 2 columns without grid column?
We should be able to use grid area, right? Still?
I think so.
While I'm working on grid area, can anyone explain what cockroach DB is? Cockroach DB. This is where we need we need Dan to moderate our chats. Cockroach DB is a distributed database, a SQL distributed, ACID compliant, eventually consistent database. Also, we're designers and front-end engineers, and we love our product, and we love working for Cockroach Database. But while thinking about CSS Grid, what am I doing? I'm doing this, right? Because we don't have...
You don't have to name them all. Well, I mean, maybe you can. But like grid area, you should be able to just define the row starts and finishes. We're rocky.
Oh, I see. So you're saying we still have grid area? So we only
Yeah.
want the grid template, so we could just do grid area separately. As
I think Lauren means in the Rocky setting. So
Yeah.
like grid
Under
area and then a
Rocky.
bunch of numbers.
oh, and then just do
Well, I
think
forget
it's
the
like
order. Starts at the top.
Start left, bottom right.
yeah.
Yeah, counterclockwise.
I've totally broken our grid. Let me look at our grid back and get some numbers going. And then, okay, cool. So then it'd be what starts at
Two.
two. Is it slashes or is it just two,
3, 4.
3, 4?
Ah, right.
That
Can we
works.
flow it in? See what it looks like.
No, it worked. Okay,
All
now
right.
you
Yeah, so
only
now
need
we
the
just-
column thing.
Yeah, grid autoflow column.
Maybe we haven't lost. So grid auto flow column.
Oh wait, is it just grid flow columns? What is it? Grid autoflow
Grid auto flow. Yeah.
colon
Yeah.
column.
Yeah, I tried to make it all.
There we go.
Magic.
It still works.
Oh,
Wait, sorry. In
Yeah.
grid area, what's the 4? What's the order there?
Yeah, before we get back to lines. So this, I think it's starts at 2,
Yeah.
2, right? And then
Yeah.
goes until 3, and then 4.
Oh, I see. It goes.
so
4
Yeah, the
is
top.
the-
top left, bottom right is the order that you're defining.
It's
So-
weird because that's only 3 columns. So like 3 would be the end. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
There's
3 is the bottom of the row.
yeah, 3 is this 3.
It's
I
because
see.
there's a start line and an end line. That's why there's more divider lines than columns.
Right. Okay. It's
Yeah,
going
'cause
by divider line, not by column.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not the tracked number, right? It's like the gap, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Dave
I
gave us
see.
a name for those before, but I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah, the vocabulary in this game is pretty intense. So.
Yeah, I think they were
Cool.
just lines. It's like grid area lines or something.
Lines, yeah, that's right.
Speaking of lines,
Yeah,
my line. All right.
Good one. Good site.
Marvelous work, Wiggins. The end of your career will sincerely be a tragic loss for Central Command. But as they say, one must sacrifice for the greater good. Your
Oof.
sacrifice will be admired and honored for generations to come.
Spare me the hypocrisy, old man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few more critters to save.
I wonder how many more critters we're going to save as it's 11:40.
As interesting as this has been to watch, it's time to move boldly towards the bright future I have prepared for mankind. I love the commentary on colonialism.
Yeah. The dreadnought is firing another EMP.
Oh, God.
Brace for impact. I'm too slow at reading my lines. Captain. Oh boy. The EMP has disabled our grid auto rows and grid auto column setting. We can no longer control the implicit grid tracks like we need to here. In addition, our grid auto flow property, which we just used, property is also offline, so we are unable to set the flow of the items to column flow like the grid requires. I suggest we cut our losses and make a run for it.
Oh,
We're so close to saving them all. Al, we can't give up quite yet. Find me a way to control these implicit columns and item direction flow. Please, Al. I know you can do it. I believe in you.
Aw,
No.
I'm encouraged. Very well, Captain. I will try. We're running desperately low on options, though, so the solution will almost certainly be overly complex. Oh, I love it. This grid shorthand is going to get nonsense. Uses limited remaining source repetition. All right, Captain. I've modified the only tool we have left, the grid shorthand. I've made it so you can use the grid shorthand to define either explicit tracks or implicit tracks, but not both at the same time. That's wild.
Good enough, Al. We've got a single 1FR explicit row here. That's easy enough.
Okay, all right, so here we go. Seems like we got some gaps. No, we probably don't have gaps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like just specific content.
Yeah. Good. You defined an explicit row, but you also defined 4 explicit columns. This grid doesn't have explicit columns.
Oh.
4 implicit ones flowing in column direction.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Normally I'd use grid autoflow column to set the flow, but Griffin busted it. How can I set the flow with the grid shorthand?
Replace your 4 explicit columns with autoflow instead.
Nice.
Hot. Yes. That is wild. That we're going to talk about how I think that works, but putting autoflow into the column spot of the grid shorthand is identical to using grid autoflow column. Okay, I told you it would be too complicated, but it does the trick.
That's what we autoflow.
What'd you say, Anne?
Like we learned that last week. Auto column.
Yeah.
I think so. No judgment from me, Al. You did what you had to do in a pinch. Now I've got 4 implicit columns just like we need. Their sizes aren't correct yet, though. Normally I'd use grid auto columns to control the size of the implicit columns, but once again, our greedy friend here has made that impossible.
In addition to setting the item flow, you can also control the size of the implicit tracks. The implicit columns need to be sized at 15%, so add this.
Nice.
So, all right, so slash is our row stuff and our column stuff, and the first thing is going to be the autoflow, and then the second thing is the size of the implicit columns.
Nice.
Nice.
Dope. And now I bet we're going to get in some justify align.
That did it. So using the grid shorthand, I was able to define 1 explicit row as well as control the flow and implicit track size for columns. Awesome. I do prefer the other less overloaded properties, but Al, great job nonetheless. All right, I can space these columns out and get the items lining up from here. We're lucky to have all the justification/alignment properties still online. Famous last words. That's going to be the next thing to blow.
Oh, wait.
Justify content. It's always the opposite of what you think it is.
Yeah. It's my minor. It's like,
Space between, yeah.
Yes, between.
Nice.
And you just need to align
we just need some more alignment stuff. So this is, I think it's, this one actually is justified. No, this is alignment.
Align self, yep.
It's like I can never get left and right correct either. So I think it has.
You do. Same way.
Yeah, I'm always like, the other one.
Right.
Align self.
Nope. This is in, so this one's center.
And then it needs to be aligned
Self.
on the
Okay, this is the individual item. So that one's cool.
There we go.
And this one is the same. We're going to align itself to the end.
Nice.
Oh, God. Now you're just delaying the glorious future that is owed to me. Have it your way, Captain. I will put an end to this once and for all.
So scary.
Captain, those runes were different from any we've seen. I will analyze them while we travel to the final batch of critters. And whatever happens, it has been an honor to serve. Oh, man. Is this the final chapter?
I think so.
Ah, the last 3 critters on the entire planet. How very, very nice. You've done an excellent job of collecting them for me, Captain. I'll tell you what. Deliver to me the entire payload of critters immediately, and I will let you live. I'll be as merciful as possible at your court, as your court marshal. I may even consider not having your broken AI unit wiped.
Give me a minute to discuss your offer with my executive officer. Close this channel. Part of me is tempted to take Griffin up on his offer, if only to save you. That's love.
I couldn't let you do that, Captain. Choosing to put myself over the needs of so many. an entire species would make me just like the fleet admiral. Besides, a person like that who betrays and takes advantage only becomes more awful when given the opportunity. It's a uniquely human shortcoming to trust the untrustworthy. Case in point, Griffin is now powering up his PM missile system. He has no intention of keeping either of us alive.
Yikes. I know, you're right. Okay, Al. I made up my mind. Let's grab these smug ducks and make a run for it. Once we have them, inject our gridium into the rocket fuel supply and get us far away from here. We'll find a new home for these critters.
So we're not going to blow the planet up? That sounds like our best bet, Captain. Good luck. All right. Is this it? Is this the last grid?
This is it. This is it.
The final grid.
Do it.
I wonder what that rune is going to say, too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we don't know what any of the runes have been saying.
Yeah, we've been kind of skipping over the runes. I bet it's going to be some secret love letter from Dave. Okay. last grid. Boy, there's a lot going on here. I could barely read. So it looks like 30 pixels of the row and 30 pixels on the column. So everything is 30s. And then all we have is grid.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to say...
Oh, the rows first?
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
15, 25, 15. 15, 25, 15 by 10. 10 VW bugs. That's a 1. VWs by another 10 VWs by another 10%, which is so weird to mix VWs and percents. And then we also need to, this is justify items, align items, right? Because the grid doesn't take up the whole space.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll justify the items.
I think content? I
Yeah.
think you want just content.
Just for
You might
one
need both.
Yeah. Items for the items, content for the content, that makes sense. And then also we're gonna align the content to the end. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that looks like we have a grid that's a grid. So that's cool. If we flow these guys in. Okay. So Rocky needs to go last. Maybe we just do order 1. Okay. And he also needs to grid area. Can't span, right? Or can I do grid area?
3, 1, 4, 5.
Hoping I can get a span in there somewhere. But 3, 1, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I put on notifications off. You can still hear my
It might have been
Slack
timed
now.
out.
All right, hold on. One moment.
And then
Cool.
like grass needs to span 2 columns.
Yeah, how do I expand with?
Grid area.
Yeah.
So it's is it grid column start first or grid row start first? I forget which one comes first in this. Grid row start, grid. What did that
Right.
do? Where is it?
Nothing. Didn't do anything.
There we go. Okay. Grid row. That's grid row start, grid row end, right?
Yeah, I think.
Have to look that up.
Leave that for now. Oh, maybe this needs to be 2, and this needs to be 1. And also grid area of.
Oh, okay. So the first one is grid row start. So it goes grid row start, grid column start, grid row end, grid column end, alternating for grid area.
Grid row start. So, but if I'm specifying the order, I guess in a way it depends by the order if I'm also telling it where to go, right? It's like 3, 2. No.
Yeah, you can't do it in the same. You can't do like 2 span 2.
Yeah, and then this is a 3, and then that's a 5. No?
What if
Maybe
you
try
got
a
rid of the
space?
orders?
Yeah. Yeah, no
I
need
think
this.
the first one has to be 2, not 3
Semicolon.
for dunes.
Yeah. Dune
Oh, yeah.
should start
Lauren, you said the first one needs to be
2,
2.
I got these backwards.
2, 3, 3, 5.
Ah!
Whoa.
Ah,
Oh, bingo!
Woo.
slow.
There it is. Take it.
Lower your stairs. Stairs? Yeah, lower your stairs, and those ducks are dead. It's over, Wiggins.
You're very scary, Laura.
Yeah, Laura, you're doing a great job as a Fleet Admiral Griffin.
Yeah.
Right. As an old man.
We can't save these ones, Al. It's time to get out of here. If we can escape, we can at least find a new home for the critters we've saved, somewhere far away from the clutches of Central Command. Al, please execute the Gridium-powered blast-off on my count. 3, 2, 1.
Captain, wait! I've just finished translating those ancient runes we found.
There they are.
Now's not the time, Al. You can tell me later. We jump now or Griffin wins every...
These runes say, close the loop, end the cycle, goddess of the grid.
I love the goddess of the grid.
Oh.
It's probably you.
How could the ancient protector of the critters possibly have known the silly nickname I gave myself on this mission?
And they're still here. Because the ancient protector of the critters must have been you, Captain.
What?
Consider it. Say we escape from Griffin today. He will hunt us to the ends of the galaxy. You're the Cthulhu reincarnate, Captain.
Oh my God.
You and I will put everything we have towards finding an escape from him, towards finding a home for these critters. I can only assume that in the near future, we must figure out a way to leverage the power of Gridium to travel not only across space, but also across time. This is now a time travel game, everybody. Time travel game.
Should have known.
You're saying that we've been here before? That we've saved all these critters before? That we jumped out of here before and that we traveled back in time with the critters in order to save them from Griffin?
This game just keeps on giving. This is
10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah, precisely. It is the only logical conclusion given the message on those ancient runes. Past Meg must have left the message for herself, for you, a message that only you and I would recognize, that Griffin would not, to keep us from repeating the past again, to break the cycle. I do not know where this is going. So, if you are the ancient protector, that must make Fleet Admiral Griffin the
Kochoyu, hunting the critters to extinction. So if we do try to escape, like we must have before, then Griffin will just figure out the time travel capabilities of the Gridium and follow us into the past again.
What are you gonna do?
most likely his AI unit figured it out for him. But yes,
Oh,
so
dig.
we've been stuck in this cycle, repeating the past in an endless loop for who knows how long. Well, it's time travel, so it doesn't matter how long. Your past self is attempting to change the game by leaving those messages in the runes. You invented a language, Captain.
Ooh, wow. Okay, then we can't run this time. The Protector, some past version of myself, wants us to end the loop. We have to fight. You've weaponized the Gridium, Al. Let's use it.
Uh-oh.
Fleet Admiral Griffin, we'll take you up on your offer, sir. Stand by for the transfer of the critters from our shuttle to the Dreadnought.
Excellent choice, Captain. I'll see to it that your punishment be as lenient as possible. Standing by to receive your transport pod, Captain.
Oh, man.
Al, let's use his own devices against him. Feed the grid devils your gridium bombs, and then let's send Griffin a little present.
Risky move, Captain. The probability of success is less than 20%, but one must risk big to win big. Feeding iridium bombs into the grid devil. The bot is ready.
So they're sacrificing grid devils right now?
Yeah, I never liked them anyway. Don't worry about it.
To throw them out of the airlock. Well, now we're handing them over.
Send them.
There we go.
Oh, so
Oh,
Those little deadly Hershey kisses.
Deceptively cute.
there they go.
Captain, Griffin is scanning the pod.
Oh no.
We have only seconds before he realizes we've sent him grid devils and not the rest of the critters.
Al, drop the gate now. We got the snug ducks.
Oh, there we go.
cute. What is this trickery? Get back here, Wigan. I'll make you pay.
I highly doubt that. Good game, sir.
Oh,
Did we win?
Oh my God, this is amazing.
I cannot wait for the movie to come out. I hope we get good conversations or some kind of
wow.
mass media. Oh, we did it.
Blasted.
The dreadnought has been destroyed, Captain.
OMG. Agreed. I wish I didn't have to do that, Al, but this is a happy day for these critters.
Indeed it is. You have far exceeded my expectations, Captain. You are a truly noble, not to mention gifted human. Captain, we've just been cut off from the Central Command databank. That can only mean one thing.
We've been branded as traitors. Figures. Reinforcements are probably en route as we speak. Well then, let's be on our way. We have a lot of space to explore if we're going to find this adorable bunch of a suitable and safe new home. Oh, and Al, as much as I enjoy your soul companionship, I am keeping one of these smug ducks as a pet.
Yeah.
You've earned it, goddess of the grid. You've earned it.
Wow, we did it.
Amazing.
Wow.
Oh, I cannot wait for the sequel. You did it.
Good
Congratulations.
job.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Amazing. And we're even on time today.
That was amazing.
That was,
Wow.
It was awesome.
I
I was
mean,
not expecting that.
yeah, talk about exceeding expectations. I don't remember the end of Flexbox Zombies, but I don't remember it being that dramatic or amazing.
It was pretty dramatic. Remember the person that was helping us was trying to save us from the lead zombie, and then the person helping us turned into a zombie, and then we killed everyone.
I don't think it was a long.
There's no time travel.
for all of
No
that.
time travel.
Yeah, there wasn't time travel, that's for sure.
And no everyone dying in a fire.
Yeah. Wow. Well, chat's loving it. For those of you who have been with us these past few weeks, thanks for being along for the ride. This is incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
I think this is going to turn into a YouTube video. If you have, we don't know what we're going to do next. The Friday crew of CSS fans that show up and do community theater. But if you have suggestions for other games, please leave it in the chat of wherever you're seeing this video, or I don't know. I'd say email us, but I don't know what our Grid Critters email is. So anyway, leave it in chat somewhere. We will definitely find it. We'll definitely see it. We'll no doubt be back with some version of this in some other form. But
Good job, team. Let's use CSS Grid everywhere.
yeah, CSS Grid. Yeah. Sign up for Cockroach Cloud and see all of the grids that we will no doubt implement in the future.
Yes, tweet us like Amruta said.
Tweet
Oh
us.
yeah, if you have ideas.
Okay. Tweet at Cockroach Labs to tell us what to play next and what you want to see more of in CSS learning. I haven't worked through service workers yet, so that one's very different. It's pretty good. All right.
And comments in the community Slack, as Lisa
That's
said,
right.
that's a very good idea.
That's also a great idea. Yeah, join our community Slack channel. We'll make a Grid Critters channel or at least a DevRel channel. Find us all on the community Slack and let us know.
Oh, there's a correction. It's not Cockroach Labs on Twitter. It's Cockroach DB.
It's Cockroach TV. So this is teamwork makes the dream work. So.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And
Have a good weekend.
have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend.